Howdy! Today I am so excited to start our new lessons in our children's Bible. We have learned so much from the stories of our Bible about Jesus, about our faith, and about so much more. Today we're going to get those tools to help us through our life. Now, the first one I said is teaching forgiveness. What is forgiveness? I know that if someone kind of makes me upset, or even if I do something wrong, I'm hoping for forgiveness, which means I forgive them, which means I'm not angry anymore. I'm not holding a grudge. I'm not doing anything to them. I'm forgiving them. I'm saying, I understand that you hurt me, but I forgive you because I know it was an accident. Right? So we do that a lot with friends, probably with siblings, and you're going to do it a lot in your life. You're going to have to give forgiveness to people for things, and it might be hard sometimes. It might be easy other times, but you're also going to make mistakes that others are going to have to forgive you for. So you have to think of it both ways, about giving forgiveness to someone and also receiving forgiveness. That's a hope that if you do something wrong, that someone will forgive you. So this lesson comes from Genesis 31 through 33. Forgiveness is God's gift to all people. In the Bible story, Jacob was worried that Esau would not forgive him. He tried to do nice things for his brother so that he might forgive and like him again. So that shows that when you want forgiveness, you might have to prove it. You might have to do something to earn that forgiveness. But what a great feeling it was for Jacob to find that Esau had already forgiven him. And that's just how forgiveness works with us. Jesus continues to forgive us just the way we are, always. And that's a long time. So we are very, very lucky that Jesus forgives us. If we turn to him, we ask for forgiveness, and we change maybe the thing that we are doing wrong, he forgives us every time. But that means that you also have to have a relationship with him. You also have to ask for forgiveness and then change whatever it is that you need to change. But he does that for us. After reading the Genesis 31-33 story about Jacob and Esau, share with your family a time when you were forgiven by one of your parents or your family members when you were young. So that is a challenge for you and your family. I want you to maybe find a children's Bible, or you could even use an adult Bible and read Genesis 31 through 33 and talk as a family about a time that you have had to forgive someone, or maybe something that you're trying to forgive. This is a challenge. When is a time that you have forgiven, when they have forgiven you? Also a time when they felt they were not forgiven. So sometimes when we have a problem at school, let's say somebody pushes someone in line, right? It might have been an accident. We don't know. But if I tell someone, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to do that, you're hoping for forgiveness. Do you forgive me? And the person that got pushed has to find it in their hearts to say, I forgive you, please be careful next time. And then you check on each other to make sure you're okay. That's a gift that God is giving us. That is a thing that we have to work towards. Even though maybe we're upset or we're hurt, we have to find it in our heart to forgive them, so that we can move forward and be better next time. The key to our living and sharing forgiveness with others is that we do it not because we are nice or that the other person deserves it, but rather because God, through Jesus, has forgiven us, especially when we do not deserve it. So those times that maybe you don't want to forgive someone, if your brother or sister does something and you don't want to forgive them, it's probably hard, right? But we have to remember that God and Jesus forgives us. No matter what, they love us, they forgive, and you have to do that for others. We have to be more like Jesus, right? If we have Jesus in our hearts and someone is asking for forgiveness and showing us that they are sorry, we need to forgive. Life is forgiving and forgiving. Sorry, I was reading some notes about a challenge. But next time someone maybe does something to you, or next time you do something to someone that you need forgiveness, I want you to stop. And I don't want you to think about why you're upset or what happened. I want you to talk with God. Would God forgive you? Would He want you to forgive your friend or your brother or your sister or your mom or your dad? Yes, He would. So you have to find that strength in your heart to forgive. There's going to be times in life that you have to forgive each other. You have to forgive someone. I know that there's been times in my life that maybe I was really upset. I was sad by someone's actions and I didn't want to forgive. But when I decided to forgive that person, my heart was more open. I was happier, and I realized that once I gave that forgiveness, it didn't matter what happened. It didn't matter that I was upset. It was that I was moving forward. I was being more like Jesus. I was having Him in my heart, and I was also giving that person that upset me forgiveness, which made them feel better and want to be a better person. So I want you to remember, next time you need forgiveness or to give forgiveness, to really think about God and that it is a gift that He gave to you. Love you all.